Greetings, sunshines and sunnies. It is I, Queen Scarlet Pimp, Sun Kiss, Scarlet Blaze, if you're nasty or something.
Ooh.
But hold that thought. We are here, coming at y'all right quick, right fast, maybe, with a reaction and review for Force. I believe, fourth installment of the Power Series. Okay.
How many is it?
Four, I guess.
'Cause it's Power, and then this is my first time seeing this. So
It's Power Book4.
yeah.
Child, we'll go
Oh.
through the history and the chronological order of it all on another date. But I am here with.
I am Paris Morgan, formerly known as Fan the Goddess, or you could just call me Fan for short.
Indubitably. And so, we ain't gonna waste no more time. We're gonna go ahead and get into this young reaction.
TVMA.
Tragic. Power, ain't the kisser.
Well, not the kiss. An eye for an eye.
He like kind of handsome.
I like Tommy.
Yeah, he's like kind of handsome.
If I had to choose a white boy, that'd be a white boy I choose.
I feel you here. And then,
I'm so tough.
yeah, it's giving. It's giving.
I love it.
He talked like a GTA character.
Tommy?
Mm-hmm. Can't trust you no more.
I like it. It gives me character.
Yes, I love his voice, to be honest.
He's so dangerous. Is there somewhere in you that think Ghost is still alive? Or is it just over?
I think that the writers do such crazy stuff on this series that anything is possible. But I also feel like he gone bye-bye because the whole body situation, like if you don't see a body, then it's a chance that they still alive. But if you see a body, so it's like,
Well,
but didn't they just show a body?
they showed it when he had got shot and everything, but they have certain like medications and stuff that can make you like withstand a lot of pain and pressure to where you can stay alive for a while until they hurry up and get you to the hospital. So it's like a time limit, like, oh yeah, I know I'm gonna get shot, and then they come and get me and then rescue me. Like that happens in certain movies. Like it's all a plan. Like I know like something bad is gonna happen. So here's what I'm gonna put in place.
I can see what you mean because it seemed like he got other stuff in place too.
So y'all.
But at the same time, I feel like it would be better writing to have him dead because the other things play into a point of like his name, Ghost. So with that being said, it's kind of like him living up to his name because he was living ghostly anyway. So it's like he kind of knew that at some point, yeah. So it makes sense that he would like still kind of hunt in a way. He just has a haunting personality.
That's probably. I wonder if they did that in the other like following series, like when he pops up, even though he's dead, but he just pops up in their mind, like they're just having like a schizophrenic moment.
I find it creepy when they do stuff like that on series, but
really,
yeah, I be like, what are y'all doing, like?
Because people think of people that are dead.
Yeah.
And that just gives you a visual of like what's in someone's mind.
Yeah, I get it. I get it for that reason. It's just like,
why is it creepy?
I don't know. It's just weird to me. I don't know why, but it is weird to me. Like when they did it on Pose and they had Candy in the back seat of the car.
I loved it because I wanted to see her again.
I didn't want to see her that bad. I'm sorry. That was just
like you want to see those people again, you know? Maybe it's not relatable to you.
I can see where you're coming from, but it's not my idea of a good time.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. Who is that?
It's a dude. It's a dude he's supposed to be meeting in California. He's supposed to be on the way to California, but he like made a pit stop in Chicago.
Tommy's supposed to be on his way to Chicago?
Mm-hmm. You know, he was having all them flashbacks and stuff, so...
They were just like doing a recap.
You know, the writers was doing a recap, and it was like, you know, him having flashbacks. He traumatized and stuff.
He did go through a lot.
He looked like Eminem crossed with an Asian man.
Eminem.
Nah.
That's kind of a stretch.
It's like Eminem with like strong facial features.
What ethnicity is Eminem? Is he?
That's a white man.
So, I think Tommy is actually Italian.
I mean, I'm sure because his facial features are stuff. It's probably just the white man crazy eye thing.
Yeah. That's what it is.
Okay, so thus far, Tommy is, you know, where he rode off in the sunset from the end of the Power Series or whatever. Supposed to be headed to California so he can continue his drug dealer lifestyle, kingpin teas and all of that good stuff, child. And on the road, he's having a many of post-traumatic stress disorder type of flashbacks of how he can't trust nobody, how the only people that he felt like he could call family turns on him, and this, that, and the third. And he ends up having a malfunction, child, and slid and slide off the road. Almost crashed, child. So he had to let out that anger with a big scream.
Yeah.
Look, stand at a little picture or whatever. I think he looked at the picture at the time or whatever. But either way, something inside him said, I need to go home.
A lot of memories.
Mm-hmm. And where is home, you say? Sweet home, Chicago.
Girl, I thought you would say Alabama. I was like, that's Alabama. Girl, he is not from Alabama.
No, ma'am, Susanna.
Girl, I think the sweet home. I was like, sweet home,
I'm screaming.
Okay, sorry.
But yes, he goes on to a Chicago, child. And as soon as he pull up in Chicago, he think he got him a neat little parking space. He gonna go ahead and check out his childhood home, this, that, and the third. And this wonderful, lovely, hospitable Hispanic man walks up chastising him about being in a parking space, child. They got all types of scooters, vacuum cleaners, you good chairs, all types of stuff filling in they claimed parking spaces. He gonna switch out a blade. Now, child, what's a switchblade to a Tommy?
A feather.
Applesauce. Something like, my God, what you gonna do with that? Slap him upside the head. Child, I never thought about how like different hits feel when you in a place that's like freakishly cold. Somebody like,
yes, because when your ears are like numb and cold, that is like pain.
like for real, you know.
Oh my
bear.
God. I don't see how men can work in the cold like that. Kudos. Cause that's really a man's job to be outside.
Bruh, shout out to the hobos as well.
Oh, I pray for y'all.
A mess. So
But don't worry, I'm gonna start a charity one day, and I'm gonna get all y'all out the streets.
indubitably, we working it into existence. So
It's already there.
after he get through bullying the man that was trying to bully him or whatever, he asked him if he know where the lady that was living in the house that he was looking at buried it. So the Hispanic man tell him she not dead. And he like, where she at? And he like, she in Mulherns. I can't even say that, but he said it so precisely.
His
Shout
grandma?
out. Uh-huh. So, like, shout out to that actor for real because I can't even say that. Mulherns. But basically, Mulherns turns out to be a psych ward, if you will. So, Tommy heads over there to see what's popping and realizes that his grandma is in a wheelchair, being wheeled around, and she is looking like she is in a daze. So, it ain't been revealed as to yet why she is in a daze and in a wheelchair. And he thought that she was dead. Of course, his mama told him that. But,
She was such a fucking liar.
right. So, child, we gonna discover, I guess, at some point if she got dementia, if they just got her doped up to capacity, if she got Alzheimer's or whatever, will have you at a prison now. So we are being introduced to a new character. Let's see what they hitting for you. Pretty spiffy.
As a bald dude.
Yeah, I was like, I don't really go for the milk dude, but he's handsome.
Yeah, as a bald dude.
Yeah.
Smooth skin.
Excuse.
Looks kind of mean.
Looks kind of mean.
I think I just like smooth dudes, and he give me that smooth, like, I don't give a fuck. That might be my problem. I like that. Look at look. He remind me of the game.
He kind of looked like the game crossed with their dude. Like you seen about Set It Off.
Yes.
Dude that had like
totally
when
give
he
me that.
Pick up projects. I thought you knew that dude. Crossed with the game.
They shot at me.
Shot the wrong dude.
Shot the wrong dude.
They ain't been to shoot him no way, cause he ain't had nothing.
But they thought he was pulling some. They thought he was pulling.
Bro, it's 55,000 of y'all, and y'all got on bulletproof vests and everything. There was nothing for you to feel threatened by.
Nothing. That's so fucking. But that's just how it is for the black man.
Right, fast. Just so we stay organized with the characters and whatnot. We just got introduced to a young brother, tall, fine, about mid-brown skin or whatever. All that. I'm a milk dud side. You straight. Give. Cause that's what it's giving. You wanna lick the top of his head type stuff. Okay. And I ain't even like you know what I'm saying, milk dud chaser or nothing. I'm a you know what I'm saying? Sugar baby type of girl myself. But he cute or whatever, and we introduced to him in the prison, cutting some hair, okay? And the old steed whose hair he's cutting or whatever, they seem to have had. Like we gonna see him again.
He's giving me vibes. He gives me boss vibes.
Okay, or something. Okay,
he's a leader or something. He the old head. He knows
or something. Because originally I was thinking that was probably his daddy. But yeah, at the end of the conversation, I was like, maybe that's not his. But no, I mean, it still could be because you know how things be disconnected.
Right. But I feel like that old man is a leader or something, and he knows something. And him and Tommy, they probably gonna clash. I think that old man is a leader or something. This is getting to where I predict shit.
I love it.
And a lot of stuff be predictable. And I think that old man is a leader of something. He just went to jail for a little while, probably a long time, but he was always he still remains a leader. He gives me boss vibes.
Okay.
And I think Tommy.
I mean, that hair is laid.
Yeah. And you see the way the security guard was talking to him, and the man was cutting his hair, like he just sitting there like a boss, like I ain't worried. Him and Tommy probably gonna bump heads.
Yeah, and then your boy, he seems to have good rapport with the guards as well. And you know, that leads me to the end of the conversation with him and the older gentleman whose hair that he was cutting, child. Okay, they having this conversation like, I hope not to see you again. You know,
so somebody's getting out.
Yeah, it's given that he's about to get out.
Him and Tommy, y'all keep watching. They gonna bump heads watch.
Okay, it's given that your boy is about to get out. So we're gonna see what happens with him and how these worlds gonna come into collision. Okay.
I wonder if I predicted right. So pretty. Is that Maya?
She do look like Maya, don't it? But nah, it's not Maya. But she do look like Maya.
She's pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty.
He said, I eat everything. Okay.
Tommy?
I can feed you.
Okay. Where I lack is where I gain. It's a lot of sex appeal right there.
It's a lot of chemistry going on.
I see it.
And his eyes are giving late night, and hers are giving early morning.
Opposites attract.
Money on the dresser.
Drive a compressor.
Top notch. Get the most, not the less. Tisk.
It is fun.
Oh, what we got here?
Wait a minute, who is that? That's the guy? That's him? I thought the old dude would be getting out.
Oh, no, the old dude was his client. Well, yeah, I guess the old dude was in jail too, huh?
Yeah. So maybe the older guy was like his mentor and told him it.
Talking about, like, inside, yeah. Probably, yeah.
So him and Tommy is finna meet up.
That old dude probably is still, like, in charge of some shit, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, but just from the inside.
Yeah. Probably was keeping him protected.
Mm-hmm. I be so happy for people when they finally get out of jail.
Yeah, you just gotta hope that they, like...
Well, if they not, like...
embrace the freedom. Well, yeah, that too.
Should never get out of jail.
Yeah.
But somebody that just, made a mistake and learned from it.
Yeah. It just... sometimes, a lot of them can get stuck in that routine and, like, they feel like they don't deserve the freedom type
that's all
shit.
they know, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they don't feel like they deserve it.
And that's how they end up going back.
They can't find a job as fast as they want, so they give up and just go back to the street.
Yeah. Sir.
You want to go in there?
Cause what you doing?
That's really stupid. Baby, he ain't been outside.
Right quick, right fast. Got to do the little rundown or whatever. So, we met back up with Tommy down at the bar where this bad-ass bitch be. Okay? Bad. Gorgeous.
She's so pretty.
Indubitably. So, she is the bartender, local bartender down there. And they have a instant chemistry, honey. It's an instant spark. It's instant bedroom eyes.
Getting him drunk.
Food.
You know what we trying to do when we get somebody drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me not say.
Lay it all out there.
Oh my God.
Cause she was laying it out, poured up the way she was pouring it up in his cup. Cause she was giving him shots he ain't even asked for.
Ladies, you know what we trying to do.
But exactly, and you know what we trying to do, so you know what's up when a man walk into a bar before noon. Talking about, give me a double shot.
He probably got something on his mind.
Mm-hmm. Perfect opportunity. Perfect opportunity
Very
for some
vulnerable.
things. So this makes me wonder some things. This is where I get to speculating and conspiring.
I like speculate.
Speculating. There you go.
I'm all for it.
This when I start speculating. Okay?
Period.
And I'm wondering, child, what was she trying to get out of that situation? Like, is she peeping game some type of way?
She might know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody.
That know him.
That know him.
Because, like I said,
it'd be easy to set him up, gain his trust, and set him up.
Exactly.
Don't be like that.
Or
too pretty.
She could just be like the type that's waiting for her opportunity to be the top-notch drug dealer girlfriend type shit.
Or to be saved.
She probably done heard about him.
Don't save her. She don't want to. Well, she do, but don't.
The cards will tell, I suppose, because I don't know. She bad. It would be hard to resist, even if I did suspect that something else was going. Okay. And so then, after he get through getting dosed up by old girl, he also told her, because he smelled some food cooking or whatever, what have you. She told him, you know what I'm saying? She was surprised that he was enticed by the type of soup, the type of stew, whatever that he was cooking in the bite. And so she like, you know, sometimes they can't get past the tripe bars. And he like, I eat everything.
Okay. What else?
He said everything.
Everything. Ain't nothing that you don't eat. I'm for it.
Well, we're going to see what she puts on the platter for him, okay? Hold that thought. Because we get on back over to the game / buddy that's in all the hood movies type dude that was in the prison. And we see that he is indeed done got out, okay? And he indeed does have good rapport with the guards.
Yeah, I'm gonna call my boyfriend because at this point he my boyfriend.
He tried to sell his shoes. He had some nice little shoes, but I think they was out of date or whatever. But he tries to sell them to the guards. They try to take him up an offer him for $150. He like, But they like, we got something better. You know what I'm saying? You can lead a man, what they say? Nah, you can give a man a fish and he'll eat for a day. But you teach a man to fish and he will eat for a lifetime, child. So they gift him this wonderful, what they call that, canvas platter layout situation. They got a series of barbering tools, clippers, scissors, shapers, combs.
He had a little money up in jail.
Or something, they like him.
He had a little money.
So they gift that to him, child. And we're going to see what he does with it. Because he get out there to this problematic looking individual who seems to be his brother. And he is ready to run down on the folks because he see your boy ain't got no shoes. Okay, he might have had got stole off on, but what is you gonna do up here at the prison?
You finna go to jail. You finna be stupid and go to jail.
So we seeing already that he is about to be some type of barrier, some type of agent of chaos. Okay.
Burden.
Okay. And child, I want to give special attention to how your boy, the one who was in prison, kneeled down and waved his hand through the water puddle on the ground. Because obviously, it's been a while. Okay?
Since he had some fresh air.
Giving appreciation and attention to the simplicities, simple pleasures of life, which his brother so rudely, right, had to interrupt in the process. Okay?
I love tree huggers.
Me too.
Enjoy nature.
In puddle patters.
Hug the trees.
And pat the puddles. All of them.
Your hands through it. You'll feel more connected.
Mm-hmm. Connected. Let's get back into it. Let's see what Tommy doing because he up here looking like he got it on his face.
Yeah, let me see what my other man doing.
I ain't gonna lie, the men in Chicago be having a dope coat game.
No, but it be the Italians. It be the Italians.
The black men too.
I ain't seen no black men.
I know some black men from Chicago and they coat, sweater, sweatshirt game is on point. Even better than the Italians. I mean, not to cause division or anything.
No. We just saying.
The boys got style. All of them, they got style.
They do be having some style, baby.
All the Chicago guys, they got style, child. I guess some people just be grumpy, child. They just be wanting to yell, fuck you. Okay. Fuck them.
But those are those northerns. Yeah, I was like, fuck your life. Y'all know that.
Fuck
TikTok. Bing bong. That's what they do.
Let's stick a pin in that real quick. So, when we get back to Tommy, child, he look like he had on his face because now some other man done pulled up. I think these dudes are Irish. But some other man pulls up and is chastising him about where he parked that child, being real rude or whatever. And so he up here like, boy, fuck you. Basically giving him all of that type of energy or whatever. So the driver, I guess he was the driver. He looked like the driver. Older gentleman. Gets out, tries to settle it or whatever. He's like, would you please move your car? You know, he actually shows some genuine respect, if you will. So they had that exchange. One other fella that was with them decided that he wanted to yell, fuck you, and fuck Tommy Bird, Larry Bird, and fuck Tom Brady, and just had a whole tantrum.
Unnecessary stuff.
Just unnecessary. Just yelling obscenities for no reason. Sir. Mulhern. Get there. So, they have that a very redundant exchange, but we know that it's gonna come back around, of course. Okay?
Of course.
And flash on over to the next scene. We see this lovely young lady with her little house on the prairie, wavy hairdo, sitting at a desk in this big, poorly lit, candle lit, eerie type of room.
It's like an office.
Yeah, like office type of situation.
Very low dim light.
Yeah, it's giving like a mob boss went and set up their office in their grandma's house.
Well, damn.
Yeah, that's what it's giving. So we see this old fella with a little wavy dude come in. It's like, oh, you sitting in my chair, this, that, and the third. She hop up, so we automatically notice that there is some type of fear instilled dynamic going on here. So they have an exchange, and in so many words, he's basically saying to her, know your place. Because I guess we can, we can physically see that she is, quote unquote, out of place. He was very perturbed by her being in his chair. Like, okay, she in your chair. It don't change.
It's a chair.
What does it change that she's in your chair? Okay.
You're an insecure little man.
Emphasis on little. That's what it's giving. Mushroom. Ooh. Mushroom energy.
What are you compensating for?
Mushroom.
Oh! Dang! I just got the joke.
That is what it's giving. And ain't nothing magical about it. Anywho, so throughout this exchange, we basically are able to deduce that the young lady wants a filet mignon. No, she wants to be involved in the drug business or whatever of the type of business, cartel, street life that they got going on, okay? And that's practically what he ends up telling her, even though we don't want to hear that, even if we do feel like we're too girly. Don't be telling me what I can and can't do.
Period.
Let me get the opportunity to show and prove to myself first.
Okay, because I'm tough.
Boo. So he literally like grabs her wrist and is like, what you gonna do with these hands? You think you can fight somebody with these hands? These little hands ain't gonna do nothing. Child, folks done said that about me. What you think? What you think you doing?
I ain't got a whole lot of fat around my fingers, so you gonna feel nothing but bone.
We do something.
Square up and you gonna shit.
Okay. You'll find out. Thunder cookies round chill.
Period.
Ask your mama. I'm screaming.
Thunder cookies. I ain't heard that in so long.
And so, child, in this, I want to have some more commentary on this particular dynamic. You think we should?
Parents and
yeah, you think we should tackle it now, or you think we should save it?
I think we should. Yeah, let's just see where
where it
relationship goes.
Okay.
Because we need a little bit more.
Okay. Because I feel like we're going to see this play out one way or another.
There's a lot that could go to this.
So I'm very, very interested in seeing how her character is going to react to what just happened.
I think she's going to be very rebellious. That's one thing that they make predictable in certain movies and shows. She's going to be rebellious, and she's still going to go through
already. You see, she's sitting in his chair.
So, she's already ready. She doesn't need his approval. She just wants to know that he's okay with it, but even if he's not, she's still probably going to do it.
Yeah, and you see how like rough he is with her? And how he's like, your duty is to keep us straight and take care of me. What about her? Why you so rough?
Right.
You brushing past her?
Sexually abuse her or abuse her in any way growing up.
mean, just the little subtle microaggressive ways that he interacts is kind of abusive.
A lot of
anyway,
control.
Like, that's abusive.
But she's older now, but throughout her life, like, was he always like that?
Yeah, that's a good question. Like, what's going on here? Like, yeah, like, is this the first time he's been, like, is he being... Like
is he
brash with her in this moment because
he doesn't want that for her?
Because like this is kind of what I'm thinking. Like let's say that he has usually treated her like daddy's little girl, been nice and prim and proper with her, and this, that, and the third. And then now he's seeing how she's slowly, like he was just hoping that he could spoil her out of wanting to be in the lifestyle. And he just see that that's not working, and she just gradually keep pressing on and rebelling and stuff like that. And so in this moment is where he is like kind of like putting his foot down and like, making it apparent like,
I don't want this for you.
Yeah, and then kind of showing her, this is what happens when you step out of line. I treat you like shit. So if you don't want to get treated like shit, you need to stay in your place.
But she's probably, if that's true, she's acting like that because there's this thing where it's like, I can't have it, or I can't get to it because I'm being stopped by my dad. So now it's rebelling against him because I just want to see what this thing is.
Yeah.
And I'm curious.
And I guess it's also like power. You trying to take your power back because he taking her power from her one way or another. So she's trying to take it back.
Is it power? Is it power though? Because
not really. It's
really protecting you. If that's what he's trying to protect you.
Yeah, it's just the way that he's doing it. The way that he's doing it is abusive. It's like, I'm gonna hurt you, but nobody else can hurt you. Because it's like the way you treat her, she might as well go out there and make it do what it does. Find her a good drug dealer boyfriend.
This could be the first time. This could be the first time. So she's not. Of course, she's not used to. But he's being serious now.
Yeah.
So she's like, I just don't want this for you.
Let's see, child. We back over here at the bar with Tommy. Let's see what he putting down.
What the fuck did Tommy do?
That exchange they just had, he didn't kiss their ass, so he should be scared because he pissed on the friend.
Bye.
Exactly.
Let me live my life. I don't gotta kiss you. Kiss your ass. It's her ex, and now Tommy is.
Yeah,
that's why she's so.
Another white dude.
But no, she's into Tommy.
Yeah.
So Tommy's like the replacement.
What a ring get? What a house set? Like Training Day. What a warning. What a warning.
I loved her as a singer. I wonder why she stopped.
I love her as an actress too.
Yes. I love her voice. She has a nice, rare, raspy voice that I love. Make sure nobody fucks. What type of shoes does it say? Can't nobody control themselves?
He just looks like a killer. I'm not gonna lie.
Which one?
V.
Yeah.
But that's probably what makes it like.
Yeah.
That's probably what Tommy sees is like, this dude really pussy, because it's probably like, that's probably the indication that he's trying too hard to look hard.
And you're not really about that. Somebody just gave you a little authority. Because Tommy kind of like looks a little sweet, like he's nice and caring and loving. But usually the sweetest people that look like that are the fucking most dangerous. That's crazy. Oh! Yeah!
So I hit that with a bottle.
She got status. Tommy just found out.
Peeping game.
He was listening. She just gave herself away. She know more than what she give off.
Tommy sound good when he said that. Ooh, all of this looks good. Not you got caught in the dark with Tommy.
I wouldn't mind.
If I was a man, I'd be scared.
Yeah. Why are they fighting? Because of how he talked to old girl?
And that's the same dude that was with Vic when they pulled up, chastising him. That's the one that was yelling obscenities in the middle of the street.
So they done had a couple drinks and he just like, fuck you.
I mean, he probably wanted to whoop his ass anyway just because they was showboating. But if I was in a life like Tommy, where I was fuckless and had shit to lose, yeah, it would definitely be a lot of moments where I'm like, noted. As soon as I get the opportunity. Yeah. Crack, it could be years from now.
It kind of sucks when you have a lot to live for, so you can't like just.
But I guess that's what it is with Tommy. Like, he don't really have like family. I know, right? that ass is out.
Wait a minute.
Look at that back. Now she on top.
He like that?
Right, this is the first time we done seen him smile. The whole episode. Look at her little titties. The itty bitty titty committee.
Perfect. I want like little ones like that.
Shot eye. She showing eye for the itty bitty titty committee. I ain't never seen so much smiling in a sex scene before. They smile. You know you having fun when you smiling.
Should I come here, white boy?
Just, I guess you just gotta get you somebody that's passionate.
I need passion.
You gotta, get you somebody that's passionate.
That just turned me on.
Child, that was a lot. Okay, so now we gotta recap where we started off from. Okay, we get back over to Dr. Parker's office, and he is talking to the driver man that had got out and mediated the situation or whatever. And your guy tells him, I like the way you move. I like the way you operate. I like the way you
work.
No diggity.
I like the way. Okay.
He was like, you show restraint or whatever. You show restraint. So basically, in so many words, ends up telling him, like, you know what I'm saying, the way you got patience and show restraint is good because you just pissed off one of the most notable street fams in Chicago or whatever.
He done piss off a lot of fucking people with status.
And all about the same way we be in Mississippi. Like, why is you yelling out where you from? I'm supposed to kill. I ain't get the memo. And so yeah, that's basically what Tommy is giving, because Tommy is, you know, being cordial but also giving him that good Chicago win off his shoulder
plotting
at the same time.
Plotting. That's why he ain't saying that right now. He plotting.
He taking notes and taking names. You said Flynn? Noted. He building rapport. We're going to keep that in mind. Rapport. We see a lot of things about rapport throughout this episode. Okay?
I love it.
And so the man is telling him that he needs to hurry up and skedaddle before things get a little too hot for him to handle. But little do he know that he is talking to Hitman Tommy. Okay?
Legend.
So we flash on inside and we find out a little more about your girl Gloria. I think that's her name. But the badass dame down there at the bar.
Yeah, what is her name?
I believe it's Gloria.
Okay.
I think it's Gloria. So we find out that they is exes to each other. The guy that was chastising Tommy about moving out his space, who we find out his name is Vic. Okay? We find out that Vic and Gloria is exes to each other. And we find out that somehow, some way, his daddy was a barrier in a relationship. And we also find out that maybe Gloria was waiting for him to get it together, to fix that barrier, to get it right. And
what we always do.
And at this point, she don't even care no more.
Like, fuck off.
Especially being the fact that old Hitman Tommy done came into the picture. So
okay, somebody looking better and smoother and just probably more dangerous, really about their life.
More mature, ain't trying too hard.
Really about their life. Somebody just gave him a little bit.
He just got on a nice coat.
Listen, somebody just gave him a little bit of authority. He took it and ran with it, but Tommy got it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. She done learned from her mistakes. Keeping game at the door.
No, we all do, but hopefully we all do.
Hopefully.
Shit.
So, child, after she dismissed him and tell him he can go on by his business, child, he must walk out. And Tommy walk in. He trying to go on up in there and get him some soup. So, once again, she start fixing him drinks that he ain't asked for. And she take a sip herself. Gotta run down there and stop old boy who was yelling obscenities in the middle of the street. Now he over there yelling and doing obscenities to some young black gal. They got a real nice mushroom cut or something.
Yeah, it's like a blonde, like mushroom
nice.
With little highlights and stuff. Yeah.
She was giving modern day T-balls, okay? He didn't harassing her. She had to go down in there and set him straight. And he caught himself trying to manhandle her. He ain't got no manners. No home training. Don't know how to treat a lady, okay? And the whole time, Tommy's there and peeping game. But, honey, she was holding her own. Because she was like, you ain't nothing but a lackey. A fucking caddy. Bitch. Them weren't her exact words, but the bitch was. Because she definitely called him a bitch. Nah. Back up off me. That's what she was giving.
No. Like from... No.
Consuelo from Family Guy. No,
not here, no.
Your boy must end up finding his way out to the back alley. We thought he was back there urinating, but he was back there on the phone. And Tommy catch him slipping. Child, why he do that?
Let's see what's about to happen.
Child, we done already seen what happened. Tommy put the paws on him, broke his arm,
Oh, yeah.
took his phone.
Oh, that guy. I thought you were talking about when they was meeting in front of the club. Okay, that guy, yeah.
Nah, we done went past when they was in front of the club, child. Now we at the back of the club when your boy just got set straight, called a biatch, and he was back there on the phone talking to somebody, and Tommy caught him slipping, ran out there.
He didn't have to break his arm.
I wasn't mad at him for breaking his arm, though.
He didn't have to break his arm.
He ain't have to. That
was very painful.
He ain't have to.
You know, I'm an empath.
He ain't have to be yelling obscenities.
My arm was being broken.
Man, fuck that. He gripped the old girl's arm. You see the way he snatched on her arm?
That wasn't him. That was her daddy.
No, I'm talking about Gloria at the bar. When he snatched up on Gloria at the bar, he snatched her arm. You snatched her arm, I'm breaking your shit.
Shit, that's a real money.
You ain't gonna do that no more.
I bet you won't.
You won't be grabbing no more arms.
No,
okay, so Tommy break his arm after putting the paws on him and snatches his phone. Then he go off to get some soup. But not that soup. That soup you eat? No. We're talking about soup for Nutty Boo.
Girl, I know where you was going with that.
Shout out to Erykah Badu. That's where I got the Apple Tree. You need to listen to the song. It's called Apple Tree. Anywho.
I gotta listen to it. I've never heard that about Erykah Badu.
Yes. She said, I got some food in my bag for you. But yes, he go in there and get some soup, girl. She put it on him. That was one of the most happiest type of sex scenes I ever seen in my life. I'm talking about where the man and the woman is like.
It was exciting. I want some soup.
We had real soup.
We had real soup.
We had real soup.
But I want some soup.
That's what we're going to be calling it now, soup.
That's what I'm going to call it.
Get some soup. And child, all they cute little booty patooties was out, and it was just a blast. We had fun watching them have fun.
I liked it.
They look like they liked it too.
So muscular and so fit.
That's the first time we done seen Tommy smile.
Smile and naked.
Cooked a whole lot of birds with one stone. Child, let's get into the rest of the episode.
Okay, because they drugging.
Oh, I like that.
It's tall. Looking down on you. I love this effect.
She done pulled her a gal. And she looked like she the dominant one. Okay. Come on, booty. It's some nice booty.
Oh, my God. Her body is banging.
But, baby, I see this girl here ribs. The other girl, I see her ribs.
And if I stretch like that, you see my ribs. It was her position.
Oh, okay. I guess so.
Because if you do it like that and you bent backwards, you would.
I see.
Especially if you're not like thick.
I see. But they are showing out. They representing for the they representing for the itty bitty titty committee, and she got a cute little booty patootie.
I love it. What is?
It's a hump.
What is this?
It's a hunch. It's
I don't know. I've never.
It's both. It's a it's a clit rub with the fingers.
Okay, I've never done it. I want to one day maybe. It just makes me nervous. I just don't think I'd be good at it.
I'm screaming. It'd probably be up there like,
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. It's a little. Should it taste like that? Should it taste like anything?
I don't know. I would definitely be overthinking it. Oh, she's married.
Her husband died.
Oh.
In the military. So he done kissed her in the mouth before he left and stuff. He don't even know her. Kissing her in the mouth. He drunk
Pussy's
though.
power.
Yeah, and he drunk.
No, pussy's power.
That too. And she dosed him up real good too.
Oh yeah. She's a bartender. Give him all the good stuff.
But it wouldn't come out if it went in there, especially with him being drunk.
Because we get more comfortable when we're drunk.
You see what you really putting down. Stupid ass. Why you sitting up there with your lights on? About to go make a drop with your lights on.
You want to be seen.
Green.
Who the fuck are you? They are tweaked out.
Tweaked out goofy motherfuckers.
Black people come up with the best insults.
They high as fuck.
Did somebody set them up to try to rob them, or what's going on? Why would they do that? Just because they're high? Crack baby number one. That was stupid.
That's a fucked up high ass implication of how folks be though. When you expose their ignorance about something. And they supposed to know what they talking about, and they want to know that they know what they're talking about, and you expose the fact they really don't know what they're talking about, they immediately start attacking you.
That's true. But didn't they kill both of them?
He let one go. He shot both of them.
Why would you let the other one go? You just killed his friend. He finna go tell.
I guess he did to him what's.
Both of them.
I guess he did to him what's been done to him. But that nigga so high though. Even if he do say something, they find out like he got shit in his system, it's not gonna be worth shit.
Yeah, and they probably like he probably was a guinea pig.
And it's not gonna be coherent when he do tell it, because he too fucked up. And he shot him, so he like traumatized and shit. Ran down on the plug twice. Ran down on the plug twice. Okay, we're gonna get a little recap real quick, right fast. So
Rest of my little shot first.
Let's give it a little toast, because we done been taken through a lot. Toast to resilience. Right, toast to resilience, child. And boom, pow, pow. Okay, so a quick little recap, right quick, right fast. So we get over to a club, and we see a girl who was sitting in her daddy's chair. She's out here at the club, and she got a completely different hairstyle, pulled back with a hump in the front. I told you it was the hairstyle.
She looks really good.
Because she bad
really,
as
really good.
fuck at you. And she walk up there at the bar, mingle or whatever, order her a drink, immediately turns around, sees her a bad little dame coming through the crowd with the lights flickering.
She's very dominant.
Absolutely.
She got a little bit of power.
Absolutely. Because she stressed on over, child. And she immediately, I think she pulled the girl by her hair. She pulled the girl regardless. And they start getting down on the dance floor. The girl dabs a little some on the back of her hand. Okay. And old girl goes on her hand, okay? And we talking about the daughter of the kingpin. The daughter that was sitting in her daddy's chair, child. Now she out here taking a dab off of somebody else's hand. Okay.
They gotta be in cahoots or something. Or they just out here reckless and that's it.
I think she might be just out here a little reckless. Just trying to see what she can come across, what she can do.
Like undercover. Like some new type of stuff, like trying to fit in
Something
and
like
trying to do
that.
something like to try to come up.
Something like that. Yeah. This her way of like taking her power back, kind of, sort of, just a little taste, because you see the way she dominating over old girl. Because we even get back over to the loft, and she's like the one. Well, she started off on top. She was doing her thing or whatever. And baby, the way that she was standing in the window with her booty hanging out.
That body is everything.
Little spoonful of ass.
Perfect.
It was giving. And like I said, they are definitely serving for the itty bitty titty committee, because it was giving all types of itty bitty titty.
Thank you.
And they were committing.
For the petite.
But they were committing to some lewd sexual acts. Okay.
I just,
It got nutty, boo.
it's enjoyable.
Shout out to Alexander Rogers, though I use it in a different context. It got very nutty, boo.
It's enjoyable.
Quiet. So, after their nutty situation, we flash back on over to Tommy and Gloria's nutty situation. And they have a little exchange. We find out that Gloria and her deceased husband was in the military. We find this out as Tommy is putting his clothes back on, because you know how sex with drug dealers go. Gotta hit it real quick, and then they gotta
get back to it.
Boot, scoot, and boogie to the bag. And of course, Tommy has been getting notifications from the phone that he stole about a meet for a drop, because Tommy is trying to get in touch with a plug or connect or something. For some bigger plans, okay? So he beat the girl good day, good night, kiss her in the mouth. Do you think he kissed her in the mouth because he really, really liked her, or you think he kissed her in the mouth because he was drunk, or both?
I think you like her, because Tommy has been fucked up and has not done these things. So, I just think you like her.
How easy do you think?
Well, no, he could just be playing the game. That's more like Tommy.
You think he intently went to that particular bar? Think it was something about that bar?
That's more like Tommy.
That's more like Tommy.
He knows.
Yeah, his eye does seem to always be open. His eye does seem to.
He knows something. So he could be playing her just as very well as she could be playing him.
Child, this might be a reach, but what if her husband is... See, I don't know if you've been watching Tyreek's installment, but it was a guy on there named Mecca. Came into the picture. It's Mary J. Blige. Child, whole bunch of stuff. Found out that her nephew was her son, and her baby daddy is a dude named Mecca. Okay? And he was in the military. Mecca / Dante. And he was in the military and also became an informant, but he was also a dope boy type shit. So I'm wondering, because Monet ended up killed him on the finale of Tyreek's episode, I'm wondering if Mecca is her husband.
I don't know.
That's a motherfucker. That's my little conspiracy for the moment. But child, Tommy gets on up out of there. He skedaddles onto the drop or whatever. He stumbles upon Vic, done caught him slipping, sitting in the car on the side of the street with his lights on, about to go make a drop. Now, if you know anything about anything, you ain't sitting on nobody's street with your lights on, especially if you about to make a drop. In this lifestyle, what you doing sitting duck?
I can understand if it was daytime. You're easy to see.
And you don't even need no lights in the daytime. Quack. So,
that's really something.
Tommy put 2 in his windshield or whatever and let him know next time it's going to catch you in the dome. Okay? Rolls up on him because Vic is calling the phone in Tommy's soul, and he hear it ringing, and he like, why do I hear it ringing? What the fuck? It's Tommy. Tommy got the phone, so he put it all up in his face, basically GTA carjack him on some shit like, yo, get out, lead me to the plug, take me to the situation. Boom, boom, pow, pow. Just orchestrated the whole situation. So they get down there, and the two dudes that's making the drop, we in like some little back alley situation that they took a very eerie, very haunted looking elevator down to. And the two dudes that's supposed to be making the drops, they is all cracked out, coked out, high as fuck, talking about getting head on in a jacuzzi on a roller coaster. You know they lit, touching the ceiling because. You ever seen a jacuzzi on a roller coaster?
No. That sounds like that's a lot.
So where you get that from? Exactly. So Tommy get down there and we see Jannard. Who is Jannard? The boy who was in prison's brother, the rude boy, who we said was gonna be a problem. So apparently he is a part of a gang called CBI. He is a part of a gang. Red flag, red flag, red flag. Dan him making a drop. Red flag. But that's a story for another scene. Yeah. Moving on.
We gotta get to know more.
Right. So Tommy just takes over the whole situation because clearly the dudes that's making a drop ain't got their stuff together. Jannard is up here just watching them spiral and unravel out of control. And we find out that Vic came light. What that mean? He came with not all the money that was necessary to make the exchange. Automatically putting them in a drastic situation, child. Let alone Tommy done came up here and peeped that the two dudes that's supposed to be making a drop is on their first ever drop. They lit. They ain't checked their stuff. They don't know nothing about Nathan. And the more Tommy exposes their ignorance, they start popping out bullets. Don't even know what they shooting at, child. Tommy ends up taking one of them out and end up shooting the other one and ends up letting him go. And how does Tommy end up saving the two other people's ass? Because they come in here, not only are they ill prepared, not only are they sitting ducks, but they guns jam and they out of bullets.
Wow. They're just getting their feet wet.
Child.
Just stepping in the pool.
I ain't no getting your feet wet. You gotta dive in when you in this. What you doing?
Well, you see clearly they were taking baby steps.
And see, just like how you asked why he killed one and leave the other one alive. The one he killed was an example.
Yeah.
This is what happened when you get caught slipping at you.
True that.
It's fucked up.
It's
fucked up. Say no to drugs. In all ways.
That's it.
For real. So Tommy is like, okay, I saved both of y'all lives or whatever. Child, it turns into a whole Spider-Man meme where they all like pointing at each other. Like, yeah. And everybody's like, who are you? Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck is this guy? Okay. Guns get exchanged. It goes from Jannard and Tommy having a gun on Vic to Vic and Jannard having a gun on Tommy. And Tommy ends up telling them, look, I saved both of y'all lives. So honestly, y'all owe me some money. So
he's gaining that control.
Exactly. And establishing his dominance and his presence, okay? Rubbing shoulders and bumping into some of them. So Jannard slides him a roll of money, and Vic obviously didn't come with enough money for a cheese sandwich, apparently. So Tommy just takes the bag of drugs. Heads on out. SpongeBob. Alright, I'm gonna head out.
You just need a little moisturizer.
That's that wind. Chicago
cold,
wind.
Sharp wind.
I guess like it made her light up, but it also made her sad at the same time. So then she just went back in her state.
I wonder why.
Boy, that is a nice shot. And Tommy look good as hell.
They're brothers.
They're brothers.
Oh, so this is what people were talking about on Facebook. It was like, how does Tommy have a black brother? And people just asking that question.
Mama fucked a black man.
But you know how social media society is. Like,
No, they don't know that biracial people can be dark skinned or brown skinned. Is that what that is?
I guess so. Just like a black baby can have blue eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And long hair.
Green eyes.
And long straight hair.
And yes, and long hair. Of many different variations and textures.
That's too far-fetched.
Like they were saying the same thing about on Tyreek's part, because the Tejadas, Mary J. Blige's children are biracial, Hispanic, and African American, and they be calling him Poppy and stuff like that, and they be like, we know damn well these ain't no biracial Hispanic kids. They too dark skinned. They too black. Da da da. Daddy told, oh look at that, a pathology. His daddy told him that she was dead.
And then his mama told him that his grandma was dead.
Mm-hmm. Hisk. So, shit, where we start off from, child? Okay, after the drug exchange got busted up, we are met with your boy. We find out his name is Diamond. This is the guy who was in prison, milk dud, sexy, bald head man, all that good stuff. So, your boy Jannard, who was down there at the busted up drug bust, all that good stuff, he is over here talking to Diamond about, you know, basically what happened, how it went down, and basically why he ended up being a failure at the end of the whole exchange. And Diamond is pretty much in disbelief, like, you really telling me that some white boy came through and ruined y'all whole drop, took the drugs and the money? Like, I know you can lie. I know you better than that. I know I taught you better.
Right.
Like, what's going down? And so Diamond seemed like he TTG. And he like, let's go find your boy. Let's go find Casper. Call him Casper because Jannard, you know, referenced him to being like a ghost. Ghost, like a ghost. We see what you did there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So let's go find Casper. Before we get to their particular conversation, we are shown Diamond waking up in his room in his seemingly nice, large house.
Humble abode.
And he has a wonderful bed next to him, and he is sleeping on the floor.
His mind is conditioned.
Well, I met with an implication that he is still mentally imprisoned and maybe feel like he is not deserving of the freedom he has come into. Why do you feel like that is?
Or it's just comfortableness.
Maybe it's good for his back.
You're just used to it.
But let's say that he don't know why. I mean, let's say he feel like he don't deserve his freedom and what he's came out to and this, that, and the third. He's dealing with some survivor's remorse, if you will. Why do you think that is?
That depends on what he did.
That's true.
Because if it's somebody that was actually innocent and don't belong in jail, he wouldn't necessarily have those feelings. He would feel, once he got out, he would feel free and just so happy and just grateful that he could have a bed. So he probably would sleep in the bed if that person was coming from that perspective.
Maybe.
So it depends on what he did.
I do agree with that. One thing I will say is, though, if he was in for something that he didn't do, it is still a possibility that he could have that survivor's remorse in that way, because he's come across other people in prison that also are in for something that they really didn't do. So he like, why me? Why am I the one that gets out now? Why am I the one that gets to enjoy it now? Type shit. Just like for whatever reason. Of course.
But I still think he would still be grateful for it. And
yeah.
He would still take advantage because he is out and he did not deserve what he got.
Yeah. I kind of sort of feel like he is having some conflict and feelings. You know how, well, I don't know if you've ever done something where you knew you weren't supposed to do it, and then you get caught, and you apologize for it, and you accept the consequence that came with it, but at the end, you really not sorry for it, and you really kind of sort of want to do it again.
Yeah.
And so maybe that is kind of what he's going through, being the fact that he is so TTG in this whole situation, because it's like you done got out and you still going towards the same direction, kind of going, hanging with the same people, doing the same things. So maybe that's causing a conflict with him. Like, you know, he's out and he has all of this, but I still kind of want to do bad things with my friends. And so it's like, you feel guilty. Ooh. That's
He's also still young, so
true.
I still feel like he got a chance to just do this a little bit more, so I can just get this little money, hurry up and stack it, and then maybe I could have a new life.
And he probably felt like he don't have no choice right quick, right fast, because like he out, he gotta get it, he gotta pay this, whatever it is that he gotta pay, and buy whatever it is that he gotta buy. This, that, and the third.
Push comes to shove,
he gotta go back to what he know, and that's what he know. Tisk. And that's a conversation for another day. So, in the midst of people getting chewed out by their siblings, we flash on over to Vic, and we find out that Vic, an old girl that was sitting in her daddy's chair doing coke in the club and having lesbian sex with the girl that she got out the club, is his sister. They are siblings, child. And he is running down the rundown of what happened at the drug exchange, where he ended up getting caught slipping and ran down
with Tommy.
When Tommy ran down on the plug twice over. So Vic is telling her what happened, and child, she is basically telling him like, what you doing? You can't afford to be getting caught slipping like this. You can't afford to be getting caught up like this. Like what is going on? You could just really let somebody come in like that? Like that's what we do?
Oh.
Well, they do that. They might do that somewhere, but they don't do that, okay? We also learned in the exchange with Tommy and the older fella from earlier that they are called the Flynn family. They are the Flynn family or whatever. So after he gets chewed out by his sister, that whole exchange exposed to me that just like Tommy is in search of a plug, Janard and Vic are also in search of a plug. And that got me to thinking about Gloria.
So they probably don't like bump heads.
Already.
They're gonna bump into each other at least.
And I'm also wondering how the plug finding situation benefits or harms Gloria, because now that being like a common denominator amongst 3 different characters, and Gloria is also somewhat of a common denominator. We don't know if she's associated with.
She's gonna cause some trouble,
and we probably gonna find out she might be related to Diamond and Janard, or something, or know them, or something. Interesting.
Yeah.
We shall see. But we get on over here to Mulhern, if you will, the psychiatric facility where Tommy's grandma is being held. And he is able to get in there and take a good look at her or whatever, show him his baby picture, and remind her of who he is. Shows her the inscription on the back of it, the Italian writing or whatever, and she's immediately lit up. Immediately lit up out of her trance. Indubitably. So what does that tell you, being the fact that she was so like snapped out of her trance just at the sight of Tommy's picture and the inscription and all of that?
I guess he just reminded her of a good part of her life, maybe a good happy memory when he was younger or something. But Then she got upset, so maybe that was just her, like how he gradually just became, you know, a drug lord and a murderer, basically.
Yeah.
So
I was kind of thinking it more concerning with
her little grandson, her little baby,
yeah.
gradually just became this monster to her.
Yeah, I was thinking it more so in terms of like his mama, which would be her daughter. So like maybe I was thinking like maybe it started there, like
she probably was the one that raised him because his
yeah.
mama was a drug addict.
Yeah, and so it's like she probably got guilt from behind that, like feeling like she went wrong somewhere with his mama, and that's how all of this ended up getting.
And now her
turned out like that.
Little sunshine is just not who she thought he would be.
Yeah, and that's a mess because it is like he's the child of a drug addict, so he grew up seeing his mama run to the drug dealer. And so I guess they set up a thing in his mind like the drug dealer has the power. The drug dealer has, you know, what's popping because mama wanted it so bad. So
and she let it control their relationship.
Exactly. And so that's so interesting. Child, and they like that's how he ends up going down the drug dealer path because shit, mama love the drug dealer must be a great man.
And that's the only time she really just talked to him and loved him when he was giving her drugs.
That's hell.
Free drugs.
That's true.
That's the only time.
Exactly. That's the way to get connected with her, to get drugs.
Just give her
if I want to see my mama, I gotta get the drugs. That's fucked up. That's
some
fucked
people
up.
like that's real life shit. Like some people
Yeah.
like that. Like,
literally.
crazy.
And it perfectly explains like why she's in that trance and why it affected her in that way. Also,
sometimes you just can't believe something, and it just happens.
sleep.
It just happens.
Like it just happened that he walks out and gets borderline snatched up by who we find out is his brother. Okay, man walks up behind him as he's exiting the facility and it's like, who are you? And he turns around, who the fuck are you? You know, Tommy got the gun on him type shit, like, who the fuck are you? He like, I'm her grandson. He's like, I'm her grandson. So
like, ain't nobody seen her in 6 years except me.
Right.
Like, you're black. But that's what everybody been saying.
Basically, I'm sure that
that's editorializing what
everybody else's everybody else's perspective. Yeah, how everybody else responds and may respond to like you coming up here to see.
So we ain't gotta really get too spiritual or just too literal,
deep about it.
That's what. But Tommy has a black brother.
Basically, he has a black brother, a black biracial brother. Okay.
So that makes them both biracial.
Does it?
Anyway, period.
Interracial?
Interracial.
Brother is biracial, and they are interracial siblings. So there we go. They're interracial siblings. And so the brother's surface level proof is basically that the same inscription that is on the back of Tommy's childhood photo is also tattooed on the Goodfellas arm. Okay, no pun intended, because we talking about Italians and I said Goodfellas and it's drugs. But yeah, it's tattooed on the Goodfellas arm.
It was.
And so they get over here to the car, they chopping it up and they running down their history and this, that, and the third. And child, we pick up on a pathology.
Need some help?
No.
Okay.
We pick up on a pathology. And your boy was told that Catherine, Kate, as Tommy so gratefully reminds him of, that Kate ain't nobody special, and everybody calls her Kate. So you can save the Catherine for your daddy or something. So apparently Tommy's brother was told that their mother was dead. The same way that Tommy was told that his grandmother was dead. Interesting. So that leads me to believe that as further we get down this rabbit hole and into the series, that we're going to find out why everybody felt the need to kill people off before their time.
Yeah. I had my little slip up today.
Tisk. We see a connection established. They exchange numbers after they exchange information, and we're going to see what this turns out. I honestly feel like they are going to become some type of dynamic duo, if you will, because something tells me that Tommy's brother is also a Jekyll and Hyde of some sort, a man who lives one life in the daytime and another at night, if you catch my drift.
Possibly.
Yeah. Because he also asked him, why you strapped in the middle of the day?
I kind of like him, though.
I kind of like him, too. He's kind of handsome in a way.
Yeah.
But yeah,
We'll see.
clean, too. Clean.
It depends on his personality if I'm going to really like him or not.
Right. So, they disperse. They go their separate ways, and we're going to see how that turns out. Wow. Okay, so this barber shop that we walk into, we find out that apparently your boy Diamond was already working in there. We don't know if he was a head barber. I guess he was a head barber because he mentioned keeping up on the rent. But kind of find out, Janard wasn't keeping up on no rent. He done bought the whole thing. So Diamond is now a owner. Here for it.
That's nice. But there's more to that, I'm sure.
I'm sure. Because how did he fund? Chicago Brothers Incorporated. So that's what CBI mean. Chicago Brothers Incorporated. That's the gang that they are part of. So I low-key hockey think that Diamond peeped the same thing that we peeped about, like there being more to the story as to how he ended up owning it and keeping it up and all of that. And so he ends up telling Janard that I'm done killing people, I'm changed, I'm not trying to go down that same path, this, that, and the third. And Janard tells him, and you know you're a free man or whatever, but tonight I'm taking you out. I don't know if Janard means that.
It sounds a little shady.
Janard is giving me Agent of Chaos.
Yeah. He seemed a little, like, enraged.
Shoulders was
Full of wrath.
doing things. So now Tommy over here look like he melting at a gas station. He having some identity issues or something. He done threw his brother's phone number in the trash. Child, he over had to sit go. Done threw his brother's phone number in the trash, and then I had to go in there, dig in the trash and get it out. Because he want to act a fool. Child, so we ended up flashing back over. Yeah, he did need some moisturizer, child. We end up flashing back over to the barber shop, and some sketchy gentleman ends up walking in. We don't know if he the cops. We don't know if he a homosexual. We don't know what he got going, but he is talking about, oh, I ain't never seen you before, child. And so they had this little interesting exchange. Diamond is gearing up to cut a bit, okay? Yeah. And he up is talking about, you know, just a bunch of different, like, nonsensical stuff that ain't got nothing to do with nothing, very sly and subtle or whatever. And he ends up walking out talking about good looking out Diamond, because Diamond tells him that, like, you know, his first haircut will be on the house. Let's pause this real quick. He's talking about his first haircut will be on the house. Here's my thing.
Don't bar against the house.
Diamond has been in prison for 15 years, no? So if, like, who been cutting hair up in there? People been cutting hair up in there. Yeah. He said he ain't never seen him before. So this makes me feel like, has his brother been erasing him from the scene type shit?
The community.
Yeah, like,
erasing him?
Like, okay, so
just like trying to,
the way it's coming off to me is when Diamond went into prison, he was like the kingpin of his organization. He was the leader type shit. And when he went into prison, his brother took over. So generally, when a crew of some sort, a gang of some sort, has respect for their leader, and the leader goes into prison, they keep the name alive, because it's very easy to forget a person when they go into prison type shit. So he ends up calling him Diamond. So obviously he knows his name, but when he comes in, he says, "Oh, I haven't seen you before." What is that about? Have you seen him before? Do you know this man, or do you not know this man? What's going on here? But I guess, child, we shall see. So, child, Tommy done got snatched up by the Flynn crew and brought in to meet Daddy Flynn. And he being chastised for how he broke up the spot down there at the drop. We also see Daughter Flynn up there overlooking the situation from
and she probably like
balcony or something.
Who don't like Tommy?
That makes me feel like they definitely gonna cross paths on some shit.
Who don't like Tommy?
Vic. Child, Tommy done came through and fucked up the thing. So they drag him on up in there to meet Daddy Flynn or whatever. And Daddy Flynn, in so many long, drawn out, slow ass words, tells him that he needs to get the fuck out of Dodge and get the fuck out of town because he done pissed everybody off. Tommy gives them the drugs that he took back or whatever. And child, while some may see this as a weak move of some sorts, this actually earned him some respect with Daddy Flynn and caused a rift between Daddy Flynn and old Vic, because Daddy Flynn is looking at Vic like, I know you fucking lying. How he get these drugs? And where were you? Where were your antennas?
That's why I said Tommy knows something. He plotting. He been plotting.
Where were your antennas when shit went down?
This is a part of his elaborate plan.
Exactly, because you're looking like a clown out here, child. And Tommy just move, walk on now. Is what it is to like talk mad. And child. And child, he ends up going to his car, speeding off, calling back Rudolph or whoever that was he was talking to that was in California that he was supposed to be meeting, and tells him, "Baby, I ain't coming back. So you're going to have to find you another slave, Booski, because it's not hitting for what it's hitting for."
That's what I was doing.
So, what are your overall thoughts on the episodes? Anything in particular you want to point out?
I'm just like kind of ready to see more and see what's going to happen.
Absolutely. They did a good job at kicking off some stories.
Yeah, it was pretty enjoyable.
And connecting some dots. Absolutely.
It was pretty enjoyable.
Yeah.
Too many complaints.
And I feel like it was shot very well, especially compared to what I've seen of other Power installments.
The angles.
Yeah, the angles, the lighting, the way that they played around with lighting, and all of that good stuff. It was very nice. It was very... Okay, you really cannot tell where the next episode may go, but we are indeed excited. And are we willing to commit to reacting and reviewing the series as it goes on?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I love this, and I'm so excited to just see how this goes, because I'm wondering if the few predictions that I did have actually hold some weight, because you know, I'm just ready to see what's next.
Indeed.
But they left you not on your toes, just like, well, on your toes, because like, where are y'all going with this?
And like, just like, wow, what did I just experience?
Yeah, so I'm just ready to see what's gonna happen.
Absolutely. So we will indeed be coming back to you all to keep up with Tommy and Friends,
featuring Sammy the Sloth.
Indubitably.
So well behaved.
Very much so. We're gonna see what he has to say about it all as well. But that's all we got. Ain't got no more. Child, we don't milk this cow.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching.
You all, and I hope that you all will like, comment, and subscribe and share, because we indeed care.
Support Black-owned businesses.
Absolutely, because that is why we do this. All of this.
And be blessed.
Love, light, liberation to you all. Peace.